Hello everybody, Liz here and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about The Shadows by Miss J.R. Ward. So this is the 13th installment in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. So there's not a whole lot I can tell you without spoiling it for you. This does focus on two brothers in the story and them finding their mates and stuff like that. So I will link down a video I did on the Black Dagger Brotherhood series down below if you want to check that out and are interested to see kind of what this story is about. It is a paranormal romance, so I encourage you to be over the age of 16 at least to pick up this series. It is action-packed. It has a great story depth, includes a lot of great characters, LGBT characters, and all that wonderful stuff. So I can't really tell you the names and kind of what they are without spoiling some of the things for you. So give you a minute to maybe go check that video out and come back and we can talk about this book. So yes. This book. This book. I don't even know where I want to start. Just made me cry a little bit. A lot of it. I knew that there's a reason it took me so long to, pick this book up. I knew it in my heart and my soul. I knew that this book's going to tear me apart, and guess what? It did. So let me just get it. It reminded me how much I loved Miss J.R. Ward and the brothers and the actual Brotherhood series, because I did read Blood Kiss before I read this one. I gave this a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads only because I personally don't care for Layla and X-Core. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong too. Don't really care for their relationship. I'm sure other people love it, but I personally don't care. Every time their scenes came up, I was kind of throwing my head back a little bit, girl, you is a pregnant, and you swore an oath to your king and you're still over here messing with the enemy. I was feeling that too much personally. So her scenes were kind of iffy, blander to me because I didn't particularly care for her storyline. I enjoyed her in the earlier parts where her and Quinn were involved in the earlier part of the series, and then when she kind of got introduced to X-Core, I didn't particularly care for their romance. I know they're gonna have a book soon. I'm gonna read it because I love J.R. Ward, but I'm not looking forward to it. Because Layla is kind of weird to me as a character. I don't know. I feel so bad talking bad about Miss Ward's books and stuff. I have not had a character who I dislike or whose story arc I don't really particularly care for, except for Layla's. Something about her character arc just is so to me, it's not particularly my cup of tea. Another reason I didn't get, one of the only reasons I didn't give it a 5 out of 5. Also, that ending just left me wanting to murder myself. It's just so not disappointed, that's not the right word, but so flabbergasted with the ending of the story. It didn't feel like perhaps it should have been Trez's story. I feel like this could have been I Am's story with Trez in it. I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that we didn't get a happy ending for Trez, especially because he's kind of been searching for his happy ever after, at least partly in a book, for about 2 books now, if my memory serves me correct. So for her to actually die, and we didn't even get a chapter in her perspective after she died, kind of giving us an idea of why she didn't want Trez to join her in the afterlife, and why did she end up dying and not being one of the special cases like Rage and Mary and V and Jane, where they got a miracle happened to them. So I was curious as to why Selena and Trez didn't get their miracle, and I enjoyed the fact that she kind of touched on that with Rage and his guilt because you know, he's like, what was so special about me and Mary? Like, of course he's happy, of course it's a good thing, but you know, he still has that doubt. Like, he's very Rage is just my favorite. Like, every time he comes up, I'm just so happy all the time.
His book is my absolute favorite out of all of them. I love him, so I always am so happy when I see him come up in any of the books.
Selena dying, and honestly, like, if you guys are in the, or if anybody is in the Black Dagger Brotherhood Facebook page, I posted, I was like, I'm at that part, and I was just crying. I cried for like an hour after that chapter where, you know, Trez is having to, you know, comfort himself and everybody helping out, and just the whole Selena dying scene. It hit me right in the feels. Like, I don't even know, like, it was just, because I don't even have words. Like, I am just like the crying face emoji for that particular part. Like, see other people comment on the fact that it is a romance book and we didn't get a happy ending for him. We get a happy ending for I Am, which is really cool that that whole Sahib thing was resolved. Like, you know, the queen dying and the princess being good and being a good person, and then I Am actually being the anointed one as opposed to Trez. So that storyline got fixed and resolved, and that plot was just, it worked out perfectly. So again, that's where like confusion comes in a little bit, where it should have maybe been I Am's story as opposed to Trez's, although I can see why she decided to keep her dead and continue him, perhaps. I'm hoping that it comes up in the future and that she will get the chance to come back, because I don't know what he's supposed to do aside from take care of his brother. I wasn't content. Like, I was okay with it, but I wasn't content with that whole like plot hole or plot line for Trez. Like, he's a mated male. Like, you feel like he would be like Tor was, where he literally was willing to die when Lisa died. I don't know. Just so many feels in this book. Like, this book was literally like one of the darkest books, I think, in the series for a lot of characters. Interested to see where the Band of Bastards are gonna go now that they don't have this mission to kill the king. Thor, what is he up to? Maybe it's just me, I didn't put it together, didn't understand exactly what it is he was talking about. And then assails, he killed that lesser, but why, if he said he wasn't gonna stop? What's his end game? Again, I probably will find out in the Beast, but still.
Why are you doing these crazy things?
But yeah, I did see where a lot of people weren't happy about the fact that they didn't end up together, and I Am's romance happened before or like during, and it was really, I mean, I guess it says the shadows, so it's both of them because they are twins, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I had a little bit of issue with that. We were kind of really rooting for Trez because he's kind of been the more tragic of the twins, where, you know, he is the one that got stuck with his burden. His brother kind of just helped him along, but he was the one that got stuck with his burden. He was the one that was enslaved. He was the one that had to kind of dirty himself and feel less and inferior and really just live kind of a shitty life. And I Am did too as a brother, but I feel like not compared to Trez. Yeah, like, did you guys agree with any of the stuff I had to say today? Did you not agree with anything? You think I'm wrong and you want to explain why? I would love to hear your opinion in a discussion kind of format. I really want to hear your thoughts on, you know, the Rage situation, the Layla situation, and, you know, this ending. So yeah, that is all for me. If you want to see more of my face, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you want to get informed of when I post videos, because I do post my videos very sporadically, also feel free to hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it very, very much. So yeah, that is all for me. Have a great morning, afternoon, or night whenever it is you're watching this, and happy readings. Adios.